Okay, again, I'm trying to be a YouTuber, so let's see what sticks. So anyways, this light bulb apparently works in the cat lamp in the corner, but it does not work in the green lamp on my table. I'm assuming it's because this, I should just bend the lamp prong instead of modifying the light bulb. What am I doing? Safety first, lockout, tag out. This is the cord for the lamp. It's the green cord, so it's very obvious. However, if all the cords are the same color, I would trace it physically, and there we go. So, what I'm thinking is that prong needs to be closer to the light bulb. Ooh. Also safety. I should take care of other people's art. I am going to protect this. I'm going to pick it up with this paper towel as well, because it's already clean. And this paper towel is still clean. Right, that is picked up. And, well, there's an empty cardboard box here like it was meant to be. There we go. My ball is safe. Thank you to the artist who made that beautiful ball. All right. Now I'm going to use this beautiful rock as a weight for the phone stand. I'm going to verify that my cord is not plugged in. And now let's bend the prong. I'm just going to try and grab it with my fingernail. All right, so now we need a way to get in there deep, hook that thing and pull it out. What common household item could we use? I think most people will grab a butter knife. Let's try that. I just verified that I'm recording, 2 minutes, 39 seconds. Also, calibrating myself for time. Also, I was talking to my child earlier today about how Mr. Rogers inspired me. And then I told her how Mr. Rogers turned into Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. And then I told another daughter that Daniel Tiger Neighborhood is a really cool show, gives good values and things, and her face lit up, and she said she remembered it, and she was obsessed with it. And I said that maybe that the reason she's such a good valued person is from a good valued show. And, well, maybe I'll be a good valued YouTuber. All right, so let's not block the entire view with my hand. I've heard that many times in real life. Oh, this is real life. It's just digital. I've heard it many times face to face. So let's get some skills going. I'd add some light, but that might be dangerous, if you get what I mean. I apologize about the sound. Ooh, I'm gonna use I'm a test engineer, and I happen to have a blanket to isolate sound. Let's try this. All right, so you can hear my voice. I'm going to be quiet. I assume the sound's going to auto-calibrate to some level, and then after some seconds, I will release the blanket, and we should hear the sound get quieter, I would assume. But we will let the data speak for itself, or the decibels coming out of the speaker to your ears. Or that's an assumption as well. All right, here we go. I'm gonna be quiet now. All right, so I moved the blanket back and forth a few times. And I'll listen to that later. We're at 5 minutes, 42 seconds. I'm gonna get some water. Reverse osmosis water. Probably shouldn't put it on my art table where I have paper. I also probably shouldn't put it above colored pencils. That would be like self-sabotage. I'm gonna put it where it belongs. I think it belongs, let's see. The kitchen table would definitely make sense. However, I have my kitchen table, well, it would make sense in a standard context of the kitchen table only being used for food items. However, my house is small and my kitchen table is used for everything. And currently it has a paper notebook on it with really important notes because I'm modifying the writing utensil holding part of it. So let's see, probably food prep would be the next one because there's already stuff there that's wet or could spill. So I'm gonna put my safety first. Let's slow down. I'm trying to show the water to the camera and I just bumped the rock. So I now looked at my path much more clear. I'm gonna go put this reverse osmosis water on the counter. I really like saying reverse osmosis water. Okay, angles. So, focus up here, camera. And when I say up here, I mean focus on, we're gonna call this the live terminal of the light bulb circuit. The gold piece in the middle. And the threads are the ground circuit of the light bulb, or the ground terminal of the light bulb circuit. So I'm going to attempt to bend the gold thing out closer. Yeah, so you can see from this angle right here. Yeah, so there it goes. I bent that a ton. Now, I'm assuming this other light bulb will work. So here's the two light bulbs. Now I could measure this and really find out. That would be interesting. Maybe we should do that. We're at 8 minutes, 57 seconds. Wow, how many engineers does it take to change a light bulb? All right. Let's see, I need a metrology table at this point. I am being very quiet right now on purpose. If you go watch some of my other content on other platforms, you can see that I can get a little loud, but I'm realizing that certain types of discussion are appropriate for certain types of areas, places, situations. So this is a calm content situation. All right, and an educational one. In a calm way, because I can be educationally funny too, I think. I can't get in there like this. I can get in there this way. I wasn't planning on putting my face on the camera this video. My eyes are puffy because I've had an emotional day. But even in public today, I said I'm going to normalize males crying in public. And then the person at the gas station, which I like to call the addiction store. Anyways, the person at the gas station said, "You do you." And I was like, that's cool. That's a cool interaction. Alright, so I don't even know what the camera looks like. That's fine. I'm assuming it's looking at me. And it's fine. And what I'm doing here is using a flat surface to measure the distance between at least the start of the threads and the tip of the live circuit part. Alright, and I still don't have enough room. I have a ruler. I'll just eyeball it with a ruler. A scale. There's so many words. I'm combining things. Words, concepts, ideas. No, I'm mixing things. It's difficult in the English language. I feel the scale. So one of the things I do is I have stuff placed in the same spot. For instance, in my backpack, so I can unzip a zipper of my backpack, which, by the way, I hope someone can see this finger point. We still need to do a backpack dump as a litmus test for, All right, so anyways, yeah, I have my backpack set up where I can unzip a zipper, reach in, and grab something without needing to look. And there is a scale in here, and I felt it. There it is. All right. Light. Don't mind me. I'm just making sure my light doesn't smell like toxic chemicals. Just a hint. We need a backing. How do I want to do this? Why am I spending so much time trying to measure this? Why don't I just test? Why don't I just screw it in and see? Science. Oh, this is interesting. Hey, here we go. This is like a shadow concept. All right, so the pole of the light, yeah, the light body is very bright. Well, not very bright. It's appropriately bright, reflecting back at me. The flashlight right here is a little too bright, so I'm gonna grab a piece of tape. I have excess on my foot. Someone else knows why that's there. All right, so now the flashlight brightness is not in my eye. However, the light reflecting off the lamp shaft pole is bright enough to illuminate the back. So now I can see exactly where this ends. And now I can line up my ruler. And I'm essentially kind of making what would be a shadow graph in metrology, I think. It's been so long. People can correct me in the comments. That's fine. This is just an idea, and I'm experimenting like a child would. And someone can mentor others in this video as well. As in, like, if I say misinformation, which a lot of humans do, including parents and teachers, I can't stop misinformation spreading when I'm in a brainstorm session. However, someone standing next to me could. They could interrupt me and say, hey, I have knowledge that that's misinformation. And I'm giving permission to interrupt in person, essentially. But I'm also giving permission in the comments to correct positively. All right. And I should really get my glasses. Let's be safe. I'll be back. So I first walked to my glasses station in my bedroom, not there. And then I remembered that I was doing a static dance earlier when my kitchen floor was completely clean and safe. And I had taken them off and set them on the counter because that was what was available when I decided to go into dance based on the song that was very emotional. And I utilized that opportunity. Oh, kitty. Meow. You helped me find the light bulb. I think there's a short on that. All right. So this was, I would say this is like 1 point. I need another light source. This is perfect. The white light for the shadow and the red light to read the scale. So I would say this is 0.1. It's between 0.1 and 0.2 because I'm on the 1/100th scale. It's pretty close to 0.15. It might be, you know, this is the beauty of life. Before I decided to make this YouTube video, I was in process of attempting to take a picture of the glass ball that's protected in the cardboard boxes with the magnifying glass. It was going to be a picture in white light, zoomed out, just so you can see what it looks like, as if you're walking into it in a regular room. And then a picture that's pretty artistic with regular white light. And then a picture that's pretty artistic with a black light. And then whatever light possible, white light, black light, red light, green light. Oh, this is a selectable. Yeah, green light, laser light. I'm not sure if this is going to break anything, but I'm going to try it. I'm trying to reflect in my eyes as well. Laser light. So, yeah, I want to try all sorts of light. Who likes farts? That was wow. If I edited audio, that would be my first audio edit because that was a lame week. That was a weak one. Better than liquid though. All right, so anyways, there's a magnifying glass somewhere. Found it. I'm just putting one of my memory cards on my art table. It's not my memory card, it's just, I call it that. And there's a reminder on here of a nice interaction I had with someone at Comic-Con. And it was a really special moment in time for myself. I feel it was for them as well. If it wasn't, I apologize. If it was, I'm glad we got to enjoy that together. Yeah, all right, so here's the magnifying glass. We're measuring light bulbs because I'm a test engineer, not going to bed. But this is an experiment and it could actually be used as a training video for work, which reminds me, oh, what's on that phone? All right, I want to be ready for stuff like this to happen. So, because I think stuff like this is important. I just dropped the magnifying glass. That's not safe, is it? Why am I talking like that? Anyways, it's plastic. It's okay. All right. So I want to be ready for stuff like this, because it's gonna happen, and it's important. And now I'm just clicking, like, you know, someone's gonna be like, wow, this guy's monotone, he's so boring. I'm gonna go scrolling and get some dopamine.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling-a-ring, ting-a-ting-a-ling-a-too. Ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ding-dong. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with a...
I've had mindsets where I would have been offended by that. I earlier laughed out loud hysterically. I just clicked it. We're at 21 minutes and 21 seconds. Interesting. Something was bright and it got dim. It was my table light, just the battery died. I'm gonna plug that in. Time to recharge. Energy providers and consumers. Providers is, well, making art. Consumers is poor communication. All right, so if you're ready for moments like that, what do? I'm gonna laugh because that's what I did the first time. Public videos are public. All right. What do you think I'm looking for right now? Who wants to guess what I'm looking for? Say it in the comments. Put the timestamp in, because this is how we're going to interact asynchronously. That's right. Okay. Now I have too many things in my hands. There we go. Okay. Adjusting angles. Here we go. This is amazing. Wow. Holy smokes. All right, I'm trying to see if I can skew the results by, which I could. So just like usual, I'm going to try and get everything lined up where I don't see it sideways. It's like I'm looking straight down a hallway, if that makes sense. You know, I'm trying to line up my eyes with like one of the walls of the hallway. And if you could put your head in a door frame and then slowly put your head out of the door frame until you just start to see the wall as one. You know what? Let's get weird. It's not weird. Let's get human. Oh, I was gonna say I could like look do this at you. I know kids like to laugh when people look through things like this. It's in the movies and stuff. Who knows if I'm getting it or not? Are you laughing? I hope I laugh when I watch this. Oh, there's the loud machine again. How long can I go? All right, let's speed this up. Okay, so we are at 1:10. And so it'd be 0.15. And it's like, I need to use the extra zoom in one. Where's the zoom? I gotta find it. So it's pretty much 0.15. And 3 more dashes or 2 more dashes? It's hard to tell. Okay, so now at this point, I think I want to give up. Let's just estimate. Whoa, I need to slow down. Yikes. Everything's okay. Earlier I said an F-bomb on accident, and then I retrained my brain by writing down a better word to say. And I'm going to choose a word that my kids would watch, a YouTuber. He would say flip instead of the F-bomb. So like, you know, previously I could have been like, oh, F-bomb. I would have actually said the F-bomb. I would have been like, oh, flip. But F-bomb. How was I holding this? Not like that. I am struggling here. I would not be a very good teacher right now. Or maybe the kids would like to see me struggle, or they'd be like, "Oh my goodness, teacher, quit! What drugs are you on? Get off the drugs, teach. Get off the drugs and teach." Oh, I just found the absolute perfect freaking zoom level for this little one. Here we go. Here we flip and go. So, just like real science, this is real science, it's just a silly, slow version. Just like real science, some of the best things are found accidentally. So here I am fumbling around, and boom, this thing is, so it's got the very tall number 1, or the line's very tall with the number 1, and then there's a really short line. So there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 line heights. And in between the 1 and the 2, which are the tallest line heights, there's a single second tallest line. And then in between that second tallest line and the tallest, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. So it goes tallest, shortest, and then I guess second shortest and second tallest. That's what I'm gonna call it. Tallest, shortest, second shortest, second shortest, shortest, second tallest, shortest, second shortest, second shortest, tallest. Wow. I wonder if AI could understand that. Okay, but this is how easily I can see it now. Oh, I lost that big zoom. What happened? Oh, okay, I need to get my finger further away. There we go. Epic zoom is back. Alright, let's get this hallway lined up. Yeah, so getting further away makes this very high magnification get better. If you get too far away, it gets blurry. Alright. So, now I just gotta get it lined up just right, and I'll swap the light bulbs. Ooh, Kitty's getting strained, your airsoft BBs or something. What you got, Kitty? You know, MythBusters and Bill Nye the Science Guy. There was another science guy that was really inspiring. Oh, Kitty. I just remember one time he was using steam to catch paper on fire. He was like an older guy, but really inspiring. Someone in the comments should say that, or I'll look it up later. Maybe I'll just put it in. Alright, well, I've been playing around with this for so long. So I'm calling this 0.15. Oh, yeah, the dashes. So, alright. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, so they're literally in tenths. So this is 0.1. Yeah, so if it's 0.1, and then it's 0.1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need a white light background. So I'm at point. This white light bulb is at 0.15 exactly. This black light is at 0.18 or 19. What? Okay. Well, and ceramic to ceramic, there's a difference too. So that's an even quicker test. All right, so that could be it. Whew, we're at 31 minutes. What's that even look like over here? All right, well, anyways, yeah, so ceramic to ceramic, there's a gap. Let's see. Yeah, we can see that this one is shorter because it's not touching the metal, right? Okay. I'm going to very gently screw in the black light. I've done this many times. I deem it to be safe. This is difficult. Better angle. So instead of being hunched over, straining my back, I am now kneeling on the floor at a much better angle to line up the threads and save my back. All right, the threads are started. I'm now going to plug in the lamp. Press the switch. All right, this one works. Now, I felt some pressure or resistance as I was screwing it in. However, I can visually see that the tab is still pulled out pretty far. I'm going to verify that with y'all with the flashlight. Yeah, so I think from this angle you can see the tab is pulled out towards us quite a bit, much more than it was before we started. Also, these threads are difficult to get started for some reason. Like, why am I having so much? It's almost like you have to, yes. I'm happy. And that looks freaking cool. Wow. All right. I need water. Where did I set my reverse osmosis water? Let's find it. It's on the counter. Food prep. I also have a flashlight that was in my mouth at one point somewhere, probably on the floor in this area. I'm trying to build a habit of not leaving stuff spread around, also when you're in the middle of a job. Here's the flashlight. Right back at you. Speaking of job, reverse osmosis water. Okay, so now to respect my time, very quickly, I am going to give an example. It's not the piece I'm going to be, I'm going to do it tomorrow because I value safety and I want to make sure that I handle this piece very carefully. And right now, I am fatigued. So in the name of Safe Start, I am not going to take a picture of this delicate piece tonight. I am just going to use an example with the piece that's currently my phone stand weigher downer. And this is also a piece that was given to me, however, it's pretty durable. And it's also already been in touch with heavy machinery. So, essentially the idea would be that you would, well, so let's role play. I have an idea. The idea would be the universe is speeding up. Let's prop that phone up. How do we do this? Well, this is interesting. So pretend that this right here, this phone is another human at a Comic-Con, for instance. And I approach you with a phone. Wait, this doesn't make any sense. Well, anyways, whatever. So, long story short, I'm just gonna do some role playing. Pretend this is a phone. And pretend this is an item at Comic-Con. So, I walk up and I say, wow, this item is amazing. I really like it and I admire it. I personally don't have enough money to purchase it, and because I have aphantasia, I cannot remember it. And I would also like to support you as an artist. Could I take a picture or a few of it and post it to my Instagram? And the idea would be I take a picture from afar just so you see what it is. A picture with some natural light, a picture with some other light, and then whatever the best light is for this particular piece, you get a really cool angle, and then it would be the company name, and then the QR code. And then I would start taking pictures. So I'd say, okay, well, I'm gonna take a picture. And then maybe I would get a flashlight out and change the lighting, take a picture. And then I would find a really cool angle. Just role playing, take a picture. And then I'd say, okay, I'll take a picture of your company name however you want me to. And if they hold it up, take a picture, and then that becomes an Instagram post, or a TikTok post, or a Facebook post, or like a YouTube post, or whatever. I forgot which ones I said. It seems to happen to a lot of people who start rattling them off. And this is also a fidget toy, whatever this is. It's a phone holder, which, by the way, I got a couple of these to give to people when I see them in person, whoever that may be. In this minute 40, oh, boo, wow. This video is 40 minutes and 2 seconds long at that point. That's right, kitty. It's time to get ready for bed. Thank you for reminding me.